I overheard one sentence that completely shattered my world. It wasn't a confession, it wasn't an argument, it was something far more chilling. I had come home from work a little earlier than usual that day. The house was quiet, and I remember thinking how peaceful it felt. I walked into the hallway, about to call out her name, when I heard her voice coming from the kitchen. She was on the phone, her back to me, and there was a lightness in her tone, a kind of carefree laughter that I hadn't heard in a long time. It was the kind of laugh that makes you smile, even when you don't know the joke. But then she said the words that still echo in my mind. She laughed and said, "He still believes me." Just like that. So simple, so casual. He still believes me. She turned around then, probably sensing a change in the air, and she froze. Her eyes went wide, the phone still pressed to her ear. The smile vanished from her face, replaced by a look I can only describe as pure, unfiltered panic. The silence in that kitchen was deafening. I could hear the hum of the refrigerator, the ticking of the clock on the wall, the sound of my own heart pounding in my chest. I didn't yell, I didn't scream, I didn't throw things or demand to know who was on the other end of the line. All those dramatic scenes you see in movies just didn't happen, because in that single gut-wrenching moment, I understood everything. The truth wasn't something to be discovered, it was something that had already left the building. Honesty, trust, the foundation of everything we had built together, it was all gone. It had been gone for a while, I realized. All the little inconsistencies, the late nights, she said, were for work. The sudden secrecy with her phone, it all clicked into place. My questions had already been answered long before I walked in. She had been living one life, and I had been living in a story she created for me. There was nothing left to say. There was no argument to be had, because you can't argue with a ghost. The person I thought I knew wasn't standing in front of me anymore. In her place was a stranger, and in that quiet kitchen, our entire future just evaporated. Sometimes the most painful truths aren't shouted, they're whispered. They're found in the silences and the things left unsaid. Real stories like this unfold every single day, in kitchens and living rooms just like ours. If these stories resonate with you, subscribe for more. Thanks for listening.